Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, March 8th. We are looking at window traders. Market profile of SPY IWM triple Qs. Boy, oh boy, what an interesting day. Really, did things that I didn't expect on both sides of the market. I survived it okay. Survived the trade that I had in I period. Thank goodness. We'll go over all that. Believe it or not, with these huge ranges, all we go out with is the high and low in all three of these indices. Now we are 8 wide in SPY and ES and Q and Russell and IWM. 7 wide only for triple Qs. So I won't ignore it tomorrow. However, it's not something I totally lean on. The market, we've talked about this. Look, we can't complain. We have 150-something million on the tape. We have a $12 range again. We've had tremendous ranges in volume all year. Got to make hay with it while it is going. Because at some point in the summer, we'll have a $1, $2 range. We're going to be going out of our minds. Now, that's all well and good what's happening now. But when it gets erratic, it makes it difficult too. So early on today, the market was kind of doing what we expected it to do. What F did and G and H was, to me, just shows you how we have to respect these short-term traders and these mindless algos. And again, when they came in IJ. So in A period, I took a long when we got to the February 24th POC. Remember? We said we're going to start getting to these reference points. So I did that. Took the long against the POC. I took the 416 calls, and just for a quick one, and it worked out. Then in B period, I took a short because we were one time framing down. I didn't take the short initially, but once we started pushing up, I started shorting it. The 415 puts on those. C period, I took shorts because we had single prints initially to start. Those are 416s, and again, they all work. D period, I took a long. Against when we came back down against the value low that we had. So these were all small trades, and I was doing well on them. Then in E period, I took a small one against the afternoon pullback low from the 24th, and boy, did it get a responsive bounce off of that. So I was very happy with that. So all the small trades going on were good. Then I took a short in F. When we got up and filled the first set of single prints. First time got there, took a short, worked well. So it was a very good start. Then I was looking in H. I'm like, if they fill the second set of single prints, I'm going to take a short the first time before we get into the third distribution for two reasons. One, we still had overlapping low value. But number two, we literally went from the day's low of 415 to H's high. We went up $12 in less than 2 hours. So I thought if we got up just a little more and filled these, I thought it would have been a good risk reward short. I would have been out if we got acceptance above B's high. Well, it didn't do that. Okay, so now what happens? Now we absolutely start rotating back down. Fill G singles. I told the room, I said, look, I don't mind if we take out H's low. I'm going to start looking for a long. Well, just like I didn't expect to rally $12, I didn't expect us to go down basically $10 from H's high to J's low. Now, I was fortunate. I started very small below H's low. 423 calls. I bought 3, 5, 10. We filled the single prints. I didn't think we'd get below A's high and half back. Bought a 20 lot. Well, needless to say, we went down. We even got below the opening. Above the opening, I bought 50. Below the opening, I bought another 100. So I was long size. I was getting hurt. I was like, are we really going to give up the entire day? Are we going to try to have an afternoon pullback? I would like to stay above E's high where the POC was at the time. Well, lo and behold, I got fortunate because it did push up. And not only did it push up, I mean, I went from losing a lot of money to losing $168 when I got out. More than happy. And then it went down again, and I was thinking about taking that long again. Not that size, but just getting long. I didn't, and it went right back up again. But then J went down. So I'm like, and that was it. Your mental reserve gets kind of burnt. I didn't know what they wanted to do in J. I was tempted to take a long against A's low. Didn't do it. And then I just watched the rest of the afternoon. But also, throughout this entire process, Discord went down. So here I am running a trading room with 150 traders in it, and they can't hear me, I can't hear them. Believe it or not, my profile was still live streaming, but just really messes everything up because now I have people emailing me on Twitter asking me what's going on, and here I am in a big trade with all this going on. So pretty messy afternoon. And believe it or not, my mental capital got used up more with Discord being down than the trade I was in. I don't know why, but that's kind of how I am at times. But anyway, it turned out to be a good day. I did well. All those trades I talked about earlier were in my IRA, so I did very well. The trading account, I ended up taking some of that loss back. I think I lost $100 or $80 on the day. Very, very happy with that. Now, a couple of things. Let's give the destinations. Now I want to talk about some pretty important things. So on the upside, we talk about price vacuums. Oh my goodness. Right now, our first destination on the upside is 427.21. That's today's high. We're trading at 415.54 right now. L cannot be an afternoon rally high because F is your first afternoon bar, and we made a new high in F, G, and H. So forget about an afternoon rally high. J could have been the afternoon pullback, but obviously M took it out, so we don't. So all we have is today's high. Then we have the single print from yesterday that we missed by 2 cents, 427.23 to 81. And then yesterday's high of 431.84. On the downside, we don't have anything to today's low of 415.12. Well, we didn't close that far from that. Then below that, we have our monthly low and yearly low of 410.64. 410.56 price pro from May 19th of last year. 407.59 afternoon pullback low from the 19th. 405.33. And then another critical level of 404.79 monthly low. Because if we take out 410.64, we are going to go test at least that monthly low. Now, triple Qs, Russell's been bear, right? Russell has been bear for a while now, down 20%. Triple Qs went bear last week for one time frame. Well, today we went bear for 3 time frames, B, C, and E. Rallied off of that by $13, and now look where we're trading. So here's the question. I consider this one time because we kept pushing. So is the next time we get below 320, which would put the NASDAQ down 20% for the year, is that the charm? Because if it is, it could get very interesting. There's a little area at 316 that would be important to hold. But if that doesn't hold, and I really wouldn't expect it to hold because I think finally they would probably shake out a lot of week longs, your next real destination is around the 297 level. So something to really keep in mind if you trade NQ or triple Qs. We've tested going bear a bunch of times. At some point, it's like that chicken pecking you to death on the top of your head. It's going to crack your skull and go through. So something to definitely keep in mind. And then on the chart, so here we are. The daily is still down, firmly down. Nothing changes in the daily for me unless you take out a previous day's high. So here's the deal. If we take out today's high, we'll take back the trend day from yesterday, and we're back in balance. If we take out today's low, for sure we're going to go test our yearly low and see what happens there. If that doesn't hold, we're going to go see at least the 404 level and then the 398 400 level. And here's the triple Qs real quickly. I've had this line in here for a while. Around the 3. That's that 3. Now why do I have it? You had a double bottom on the weekly. Now look at it on the monthly. See this monthly? We took out that month's low, came back in, and then we rallied again. So there's your little level of 316. That's important. But if that doesn't hold, you're going to see 297. And boy, oh boy, if that level doesn't hold, look at this. 4 months this is. Four monthly lows. Guess what? That's at the 266, 267 level. So some interesting times ahead of us if triple Qs decide to go bear. Remember, SPY goes bear at 384. We're still at 416. We're still $30 off of going bear. So don't think we can't get more distance to the downside, because we certainly can. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. I hope you had a good day trading. Not an easy day at all. Rest up, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.